Hello! Welcome back to Big Trouble in a Little Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm infertile.
I'm Clive Owen. Not really, but hey.
Pull my finger.
We're all here.
We're going to watch, or we did watch, Children of Men. At the behest of an artificial intelligence, we watched this movie.
And I picked it via the list.
The List. A list of 10. Dubs picked it. Dubs, why'd you pick this movie?
Because one, this movie is amazing. I wouldn't say amazing. I'd say it's a good movie. Good watch.
Ooh,
it has a good story. And I saw this when my senior year of high school. So there you go.
Yeah, you saw it in theaters, right?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I saw this movie in theaters. I saw it in a theater with two other people, and one of them was my friend who had come with me, so
Yeah.
do that well.
What's great about this movie is around this time, this is like when Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow used to come out. You know, like the spy versus the Merc type of thing, and you would do proximity chat. I would always be like, pull my finger before I die, because I knew I'd fucking die because of this movie. But man, Michael Caine, weed, bro.
Yeah.
That was your takeaway from Children of Men.
Yes,
Michael Caine's a stoner in it.
Michael Caine grows pot that coughs like strawberries.
Yes.
That's exactly what to take away from this movie. That's all of it.
I just think I like the idea. I don't like it, but like just the story that the world is infertile. The last baby like fucking died like in the beginning of the movie or something like that.
Well, he wasn't a baby anymore, but he was famous for being the youngest person in the world.
Yeah.
Baby Diego.
Mm.
What a wanker.
Yeah, I mean, clearly he sucked.
I also like that this film shows that like movements can be hijacked by people that just want to fucking destroy other people and have more power. Because the movement that Clive Owen and Kiki was her name. What was her name?
Yeah, Key.
Like they thought they're called the Fugees, right? That's their group or whatever.
No, that's slang for refugee.
Yeah.
It was fish.
And also,
the fishes are like bad guys, and they're like, we're not really bad guys. We're doing this good thing. And it turns out there are still bad fish, and they're I don't know.
There are bad fish, and the Fugees were a '90s hip hop group.
Fugees and Funyuns.
It's always Fugees and Funyuns with you.
Funyuns.
Anytime that we can reference between two ferns, let's do it.
Yeah, but I also like that 1 second it would be like fun, and then the next second there's fucking pure chaos. For example, like when they're in the car and they're doing that stupid fucking ping pong ball fucking trick, and then all of a sudden she gets shot in the throat, and I'm just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, this movie does extremes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This movie does excels in so many ways. So I don't know. Fun fact about this movie: this movie was made without a soundstage.
Really?
Which, yeah.
So
no,
yeah, it kind of is actually for a movie made in 06, 07.
Well, they wouldn't be able to do almost any of these shots on a soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The thing that this movie does that is my favorite part has nothing at all to do with the story. It's the camera work.
Yes.
There's so many continuous, like several minute long shots, and the movie does it constantly, and every time it outdoes itself. Like when they're in the car and they're doing the stupid ping pong ball thing.
It's all one shot.
And then a car comes out of the woods, and then they get attacked, and she gets shot, and then they see the cops go by, and then they get out, and then the fish shoots the cops, and then they get back in. It's all one fucking shot. The camera just spins, and it spins slowly, and it does some other stuff. It just keeps going. And like at the end, when they're in the refugee camp, and like the revolution's starting, and the army's there, it's like one whole unbroken shot of him going upstairs and finding Key and the baby, and then there is a cut. It shows the fish, I can't remember his name, the bad guy kind of, and then it shows Theo and Key, and then it shows him, and then it shows them again, and he says it's a girl, and it shows him one last time, and then it goes back to him, and it's another unbroken shot until they like get back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Like the camera work in this movie is just mind blowing because not only is it impressive, like they set it up and they blocked it, and they got all these actors to do everything, but everyone had to do everything perfect. And if you fuck something up, you just lost like a ton of work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I
Yeah.
also think this scene right here is very jarring because, like, you know, they see the baby, everybody stops fighting, and then literally when they get to like it's almost like a video game, you know, when you get to the screen that like initiates a cutscene,
Like
essentially.
a checkpoint.
Yeah, like that happened, and all of a sudden, like they go back to fighting, and I'm like, that's insane. I can totally see that happening today as well. It's like, oh my god, that's great. Let's fucking kill each other.
Yeah. I mean, part of that is supposed to stand to, like, the power of their world has devolved to chaos because of this infertility issue. And that was just the catalyst to lead to where they are now. However, they can be unified again if there's hope, right? So even that brief moment, everyone can just say, oh, wait, this is a miracle.
It changes absolutely everything. It changes everything about their outlook. And there's even that conversation earlier in the movie when he's talking to his cousin. Says, you're preserving all this art. Does it ever occur to you that there's not going to be anyone here to appreciate this? So this is a waste of time. He just says, you know, Theo, I just don't think about it. That's funny. I like that line. But what it means is, like, these people all have a mindset that there is going to be no mankind in like 50 to 70 years. Just nothing. There's going to be nothing left. So obviously that's going to change your way of thinking drastically. A lot of what people do is predicated on passing your genes on or leaving something behind or being remembered or the idea of the second death or all this other stuff. That's all out the window. So these people are these people are not us. They have a completely different mindset. When they see the baby, they're like, oh, well, shit. Then they got to switch back to their other way of thinking.
Yeah, they've effectively accepted the end of the world, but in like the worst terms, it being a slow burn, right? And the reason that all the stuff here exists, it's not because of some type of greed or fascism per se. I mean, there is some of that rooted in this, but it's really, from at least what we get from the story, all the other major cities, well, unless you deem it as propaganda from Britain, you know, society's collapsed as a whole in most of the world, right? So most of these refugees, right? And then we only have based on what limited info we get, right? That's why I mentioned it's maybe propaganda. But the point is that everyone knows what they have now is it, and there's very limited resources to what they have access to, and you have all these refugees who are trying to come and have a part of that because everywhere else is just chaos, and it's just one area that is quote unquote peaceful and is still living normally. So that's why they exist. It's like, well,
only
we can't
Britain
have this
soldiers
here.
on,
right? So they have their little piece, and there's clearly no way to share it. So they've decided, well, no, I have to do this for me because I want to live 50 years. I don't want us to live 30 years. That's kind of the thought, is the rationing thing. But then it's leading them to treat them no different than, you know, how, you know, Nazi Germany treated others to an extent. I mean, you know, not quite the full extent, but yeah, that's where this leads to. And then, like you said, the perspective completely changes. Like, because now they realize there's a baby. Like, oh wait, this doesn't end. Like, we will carry on. Okay, our whole perspective changes just for a moment.
That would suck if there was like a sequel and be like, that's the only baby. That's it. No more.
If there was even a baby. This is a weird tangent, but the first time I played Last of Us, or the only time I played Last of Us, when you get to the stupid human thing in Colorado, all I can think about was the end of this movie. Because it reminds me so much of the end of this movie, because you don't see what happens. You see the tomorrow, and that's kind of it. And you have to make some assumptions, like, do they save mankind? Do they do anything? Is it fake? Is it? I mean, obviously there's something because the ship turns up, but we don't see. We have no idea. Like, how is one person having one child gonna save mankind? We don't know.
Yeah, and it's just a symbol of hope, I guess, that people are just like you guys said. Oh, maybe the world is not ending. maybe this one baby might be the hope that we've all been waiting for.
Yeah. Well, an interesting thing to take from this too is that again, you have to trust the narration of what information we're given, right? We are given the whole thing with Britain soldiers on, and again, Britain itself is still in a lot of straits too. So we don't actually know.
Okay, Britain's
what
doing
the
lousy in this movie. It is
exactly,
bad times.
but according to them, they are doing better than everyone else in the world. But we don't
assume.
know if that's true. Exactly.
Have you guys read 1984?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 1984 baked into this story, in that's what's going on in that is they keep saying, oh, only Britain is still free, and there's like periodic shellings or bombings or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And as the book goes on, it's kind of implied pretty heavily that they've just been lying about it, and there might still be an outside world. But I think about that a little bit watching this. I don't know if that's implied here or not.
No. I actually think that is a heavy influence, at least. And I think about that a lot when watching this movie, because we don't know what happens next. But when Key gets on the boat, all we know is the Human Project turns up. Okay, well, there are actually several other children too. We take it from the scope of they're seeing this, therefore this must be the only baby in the world. And for media, we get reports of one thing or another, and that makes it seem so. But we actually don't know. For all we know, there's actually hundreds of babies that have been gathered by this sanctuary group to try to figure out, okay, well, now we know women are fertile again. How can we make sure that this continues and we're able to keep our species alive? So I think it's interesting, because I think I do think there's some type of propaganda bias that's keeping you from knowing the full extent of the outside world, but you don't need it. We have a limited scope to know the hope is there. Yeah, exactly.
It's that's one of the things about post-apocalyptic, near-apocalyptic movies is speculation, how the world ended and what state it's in and what state it could be in, and it's just hard to watch something like this and not think about it.
Well, you get
for sure.
You get one sentence of like what the outside world from Britain is like.
Well, you get a bunch of newspapers, especially when they abduct him. Like, I paused it and like read a bunch of stuff on the walls because I was like, oh, this is really interesting. And at the beginning, you see the bus advertisement, and it Hong Kong, Seattle, whatever, Berlin, everywhere is all fucked up for different reasons. Plague, nuclear conflict.
Yeah, I mean, this scene right here where he's talking to Julianne Moore, which was like in the movie for 5 minutes. He's like, I think he asks about her parents, and he's like, they were in New York, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
like,
they just say, were they in New York when it happened? What is it? A nuclear bomb, probably, I guess. We don't know. We want to find out.
9/11 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9,110.
Yeah, given the scale of things, it's probably a little worse. I mean, we saw Bexhill get bombed right in the fog, right before they get saved at the very end. I mean, yeah, shit goes down. I do like the whole idea of, oh, revolution, eh? Fuck it, bombs. That's just what they go for. They just nuke it.
You mentioned this scene with Julianne Moore. She's only in it for like 5 minutes or whatever. She has top billing in this movie.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why?
Well, I wondered about that too. And I wondered, it's one of two things. It's either like stupid Hollywood political stuff, like she costs more money, so she gets first billing, or she said, I'll do it for half as much money, but I want first billing, or something like that. Or it was a purposeful misdirect on the story. Like, you see her name first on the poster and you think she's going to be in the movie a lot, and then you go see it and she dies, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? I didn't expect that to happen. Maybe it's like, it's a planted twist or something.
It's a Kojima's fucking twist.
Maybe Kojima. It's just Metal Gear 2 all over again.
Yeah. They thought they needed another big name because it's like, I don't know if Clive Owen's necessarily a big name actor. Like, yeah. And then Michael Caine's just old.
Yeah, he's not in enough.
He's a supporting actor, so they're probably we need to beef up the names a little bit. Put Julianne Moore in there.
I don't know how to say the guy's name, so I'm just gonna call him by his character's name, Luke, the black guy. Because it's like Chip Whittle.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it either.
Yeah, but his character, he's in a bunch of movies that I actually like. It's a lot of like action movies during this time, which is funny. But I loved his like subtle like his movement is like still violent in a way, because you know the part where they're running from the police and they stop and they're like, get out of the car, and he shoots the police, and Clive Owen's character is like, what the fuck are you doing? It's kind of like a foreshadowing in a moment, be like, oh, maybe this group is not what it's supposed to be.
Maybe in that particular scene, they're like, we're British citizens, leave us alone. And then the cops are like, we're going to call for backup. And he shoots him and they get away. Part of me was like, that kind of makes sense.
Well, it makes sense.
That might have been the way to go.
In hindsight, yes. But like Clive Owen, because remember, he's, been away from the, politics and activism and all that stuff. So like maybe back then he was like, peace, bro. But now this guy's like, bang, bang. And like, let's go. We need to get the hell out of here.
I mean, okay, from Clive Owen's or Theo's perspective, sure, it comes off strange, and maybe there's like a bit of foreshadowing that seems fishy. But I think in the situation that
fishy.
totally makes sense. Yeah, fishy. But it makes sense because in that instance, Theo doesn't know what they're fighting for.
Right.
Luke does. So it absolutely makes sense. We cannot let the cops catch the pregnant girl that fucks everything, because in his mind, this is what is going to set off the revolution.
I guess I'm looking at it from the mindset of someone who's seen this movie like 6-7 times.
Yeah.
And I got a question. Key is when she tells Theo that she's pregnant. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I didn't. Was she saying she got raped and she just didn't know who the father was, essentially?
No,
she just said she didn't know. I mean, I think about it. In a world where pregnancy is impossible, what's the purpose of,
contraception?
Contraception or single partner? What's the point of monogamy? What's the point of anything?
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you get real nihilistic and real free in that kind of a situation. I
mean, there's a reason why suicide kits were being sold.
Yeah.
Which I also thought it was very funny. Suicide kits are allowed, but marijuana is still legal.
There's something else I noticed that I thought was really interesting that I think they did on purpose, and it's another like indicator of the way things are. Did you guys notice how many dogs are in this movie? People can't have kids, so like everyone's got a dog. You see dogs in almost every scene, and some of them are just like mean police dogs, but there are still like dogs at every home, and groups have them, and they're just running around that farmhouse the fishes are at, and Michael Caine's got one, and just everyone's got a dog. Oh yeah, the gypsy lady at the end, she's got a dog. Everyone has a dog because they can't have kids.
Oh yeah, her and her shitty dog.
Yeah, I think that was intentional. I think they're like, everyone's got a dog because they're trying to fill that void that children have left.
Yeah, it is. It's like how the lady that's kind of crazy, like she used to be the midwife. She makes that comment about how strange it is to live in the world whenever the laughter of children doesn't exist.
Yeah,
and it's that, and that's a metaphor for more of just truly like you don't have that innocence of a child. So the dog fills that void. So yeah, I think that is very intentional, and I think that's like trying to be fitting of, okay, if this situation were to really happen, how would people react? And it would make sense. People would get a lot of pets because they don't have a kid.
Yeah.
What was when Julianne Moore's character got shot and they went into the woods? Was she doing like some Buddha thing, or was she doing like the Chucky?
It might be made up. I don't know. There's like that. There's that line where Michael Caine and Clive Owen are talking. He's like, "What about that one girl you were dating?" And he's like, "She became a list." And he says, "Is that the ones that do this?" He says, "No, it's the ones that flagellate themselves and ask for God's forgiveness or whatever." Like, I think there's a lot of people are seeking spiritualism or something. I think maybe that's part of it, or maybe it is an actual religion, and I'm just an idiot.
I do like when Key messes around with Theo, and he's like, "I'm a virgin."
That is funny. That does make me laugh.
Yeah. I also kind of like the grimy look that they have going on, like the color gradient. It's almost like Gears of War.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
The timing's right too, actually, for this movie.
Yeah.
And the camera following him as he's like crouch running, like, oh my god.
Yeah, like
that's true.
Third person.
Just needed an active reload system. We would be there.
Imagine Marcus Phoenix with sandals. Let's go.
Nice.
I did like that gimmick. They do die hard him a bit. They needed some extra conflict so he doesn't have shoes for most of the movie.
Mm.
And then the one guy brings him shoes when they're in the refugee camp, and it's like, oh my god, finally.
My feet power can come back.
Well, what did the coffee shop have to like? Why did it have to get bombed?
That's realistic. I mean,
Yeah.
random acts of violence. It's terrorism. It's literally what terrorism's all about.
Why did 9/11 have to happen?
And again, you're getting thrown right into the thick of things without things being explained, and it's all of this chaos around you, but at the same time, things kind of fall into place to really explain themselves. I mean, is that a random act of violence? Is it something that is controlled by the government because they're trying to catch people?
What they say.
Again, you don't actually know.
False flag, yeah.
Yeah. And you have both sides of it, so yeah, it's just feeding more into the chaos of. Like, I really think when they set and played this movie out, they really tried to think through what would society devolve into. It's trying to take that best guess of what things would turn into, and I feel like it's for the situation, it's pretty accurate for what we get.
We only got 2 more years, and this movie's gonna be contemporary.
Yeah, it's just a different timeline.
When are we gonna get the Criterion version of this movie? It needs to happen.
I mean, the director, Alfonso Cuarón, whatever his name is.
Alonso,
I think
Alonso.
he has some movies in the Criterion Collection now.
Oh yeah, he's he big time.
So, maybe, who knows?
He did Gravity. Oh, he's a writer for Gravity.
Yeah, no, I think he directed it too. But,
yeah, he's director and writer for Gravity, and E2 Mama Tambien.
E2 Mama Tambien is in the collection.
I think that's his big film.
That's what made him famous, I guess. I mean, he's Mexican, so it's in Spanish, but it's a pretty good movie. I've seen it. I'd recommend it.
He directed Harry Potter and the Prince.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like his whole career is like, yeah, all right, and then Harry Potter. What?
Yeah,
funny enough, it's the good one. I don't know.
It's one of my favorite films. It's definitely my favorite of the earlier films. Yeah,
but there is, like, it's not laden. I think there's a fair amount of special features on the version that's available of this. And as people always point out, like, Criterion is supposed to like save movies, and this one's available. Mine's in HD DVD, not even Blu-ray. That's a blast to the past for you right there, baby.
Wow.
But no, there's a Blu-ray version that has all these same there's 5 special features on here. It's in HD. Like, it doesn't need saved necessarily, but if they released it, I'd fucking buy it. That's for sure.
HD DVD. You think that'll ever catch on?
I hope so, because I've got quite a few of them. I actually, I mean, when HDVD was on its way out, I was like, well, let's do this, I guess. And I got, I have the 5-disc version of Blade Runner. I have the box set of all the Matrix movies. Like, I was like, I'm getting these for like $10. I'm just gonna do it, man.
Nice. Zach, do you have anything to say about this movie? What's your thoughts?
It sucks. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's pretty cool. I like it. I watched this before. We did a movie night at Chaz's house one time, and he made us watch it for some reason. He's like, "This would be a cool movie to hang out and watch."
Yeah. So hey, we're talking about. We'll explain it. So yeah, my theme. We used to do when we were more local, like everybody was together. We would get together and do movie nights, and it was my first time. I was the baby of the group, and it was my first time to host a movie night. So they were like, "Yeah, you curate the movies and bring us over, and we'll watch them." And I'm like, "Oh, well, let's do a dystopian." And at that point, it was just when Robert Pattinson got cast, or he got cast as Batman. Like, Batman was still in production, but he had cast, and people were talking about it, like, "Oh, that's interesting." And some people were really like, "I don't know," and I was like, "Nah, we need to give him a try." And I'd heard about this movie. Now the name of it is escaping me. Rover.
Rover, yeah. The Rover.
And I wanted a reason to watch that, so that was kind of my push. Is like, oh, well, this is our theme. Let's pair what other dystopian movie would be great to watch? I was like, Children of Men. This movie's awesome. Let's watch this. So that's what we watched. Yeah.
And I thought that was the first time I saw it. Was back then. Like, oh, this movie's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think this has got to be the 5th or 6th time I've watched it. At least.
I think I liked it a little better the second time around. I remember I think after I finished watching, I was like, that was pretty good. Yeah, the second time I was like, hey, this is good. And then I checked earlier to see, is this based off of a book or not? Because I wasn't sure about that, but I feel like it is, and it was, and actually 2 books.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
The plot apparently is very different from like how it turns out in the movie.
You know, I used to always be like, what are they going to change stuff? I kind of like that, because if you like this, go read the book, and it won't be boring, I assume. I hope.
That's what my attitude changed to, like, years ago. After a while, I just realized it's just adaptations. It's like, sometimes it can't... Why do you want to watch it if it's going to be one for one?
Right. What's the purpose? Just read the book at that point.
It's like
exactly.
I think the Zack Snyder Watchmen kind of made me realize that. I think that's the thing that made me realize that, because I liked it. I was like, it's just the book, but a movie, one for one. Why?
It's kind of like you guys seen Arrival, right? The movie with
No,
not yet.
Never mind. Then
it's
Don't
only
spoil
it. You guys have anything else to say about this movie?
Their cars suck.
Those all look stupid. I mean, they're all being manufactured domestically, and they are not able to import stuff, I assume. So they're probably making do.
Yeah, they probably are. You figure if like our world's going to shit, people would be like having more midlife crises, buying like, I want the fancy ass fucking car, but I don't know.
See, okay, well, hear me out. That phase is long gone. Like, I think that's we're 20 years past when people realized the world was fucked. So that's why everything's gone to shit. So we're seeing, the aftermath of that. But yeah, I think the soundtrack to this movie is interesting.
It's good too, yeah.
I always found the soundtrack. It's so what's the word? I'm sounding really pedantic. Eclectic. Like, there's so many random songs. I think. Well, just for like the mood of the movie, right? Like, think about the story and like what's there, and yeah, there's definitely some stuff that plays into the drama and the suspense. But at the same time, they also pick some really odd choices for songs that are just like really laid back or kind of relaxed. I don't know. I enjoy it though. I think it's a good feel for the movie. So it was a good direction to go.
The random British rock songs they would play, like, and they did like some cover of Ruby Tuesday from Rolling Stones. Is that originally a Rolling Stones song? That one?
That's the Beatles.
No, it's a Rolling Stones song. I thought.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
My dad said it was Rolling Stones, but it could be Beatles. It could be.
I wasn't sure if they did it first, because back in the early Stones days, they did a lot of covers.
Oh, Jesus.
And they also covered Jesus. But they also played...
Sorry.
British...
My cup fell.
It's originally Rolling Stones.
Okay. Yeah, it was a cover. I guess they couldn't afford the Rolling Stones.
It seems like the Rolling Stones are in so many different movies. It seems like they'd be able to do it. They played in the Court of the Crimson King. That's all it took from me. I was like, this is fucking cool. I love this song. Like, I kind of half forgot it was in this movie, and when it played, it got a huge pop out of me. I was like, oh, I fucking love this song.
The way it was synced up with the footage, too, was, like, perfect.
It did, like, big time. It was really cool.
What was funny about that, though, was, like, the whole thing with it was it made you think he was going to visit a bad guy. Like, his cousin was, like, some evil bad guy asshole, but he wasn't.
Yeah. I like that he also has the stupid, the pig balloon from Animals outside of the powerhouse where he lives. It's funny.
Yeah.
Also, the baby was CGI.
Yes, the baby was CGI.
That was a fake baby. It needed to be a real baby.
What'd you guys think of Sid? His name was Sid, right?
Yeah,
he's
Sid.
funny.
He's funny.
I want Sid to have his own spinoff.
I like that he speaks in the third person.
Yes, Sid's funny. Sid should do more.
I called him a great value fucking Bryan Cranston because he looks like a fucking British Bryan Cranston. And he just kept on talking in third person, and then like out of nowhere, he like dressed up as like a Saudi and shit. I was like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Well, because he infiltrated the camp, he can't be walking around looking like a cop.
Well, he can wear other clothes besides his Saudi clothes.
Yeah.
Like, look at the.
I mean, he's just wearing a balaclava. That's whatever.
Yeah. Sid's just prepared. Sid wants reward, so Sid's going for reward. Sid has to infiltrate.
Sid says Allah Akbar, even though he doesn't believe in it.
Also, Sid's got to be comfortable.
Sid's comfortable.
Exactly.
Also, Sid can't take a fire hydrant to the jaw either, or a fire hydrant, a fucking fire extinguisher. Did he hit him with a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
I thought it was a car battery or something.
Oh,
He
it was
hit
a
him
car
with
battery.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit him with something nice and sturdy,
Dude, when he
and
hit
Sid
him-
went down.
When that happened, he hit him in the jaw with a car battery. I was like, "Oh shit!" I said that out
Yeah,
loud.
that jaw broke.
Those are heavy.
And then he didn't take his gun.
Yeah, that puzzled me. I was like, "Dude, grab his gun."
I don't know. There is something to be said about like you're just a refugee trying to avoid a war, but as soon as you become armed, you're a combatant. So it's
That's-
kind of like, you know, I don't want to get shot at. If I'm holding a gun, I'm gonna get shot at. So in a way, I kind of like whatever. Also, I mean, he's panicked and things are crazy. I don't think you're thinking rationally.
He's also not a
British.
soldier. He's also not like again. This is someone who's not trained in these situations. So
Yeah, that's true. He used to be
Yeah.
a hippy dippy
Yeah,
weirdo.
he's
So
an activist, and he's just stuck in the like he is doing the worst escort mission of all time in terms of difficulty.
worst.
Like,
Oh yeah, difficulty. Sure.
yeah, it's like, hey, take this woman who just had a baby and also has the baby. Keep them both alive. By the way, you're unarmed and you're wearing sandals.
What a nightmare.
And your foot's busted.
Oh, another great unbroken shot when they're on the bus and all the stuff's happening and the dog comes up and they drag the one lady off and then he saves Key and you see them putting her in a line and then you see some people getting undressed and then you see some people lying on the ground and then you see corpses. All just one shot. It's so cool. And it like just tells the whole story of what's going on at this checkpoint.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
And he's like, she'll be okay. And you're like, she's not going to be okay.
No.
That's not going to happen.
Andy, you were talking about like the similarities of like Last of Us. Like this is a shot that I like sort of Last of Us, you know, like all the checkpoints and all the when they were arresting fireflies and stuff.
I mean, Last of Us took a lot from what came before it, and Children of Men took a lot from what came before. Like Britain's always had this weird fatalistic like idea that fascism's gonna run rampant and ruin their country. And there's so many pieces of fiction that are about this, and it draws on that stuff, but it also invents its own things as well. Like that's kind of why I like Children of Men. It iterates and innovates.
Yeah.
Not enough bros in here. I didn't hear
bros.
Yeah.
Bruvs.
Bro,
Come on, bruv.
I don't think that was slang yet back then.
yeah, bruv, that wasn't much of a thing just yet. Also, shout out to Charlie Hunnam for being in this movie and looking like one of the fucking dreadlock vampires from Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah. Dude, he I know like the car was not like running essentially, but like that dude fucking ran. Like I was like, holy
True.
Yeah.
he fucking sprinted.
That was
Yeah.
a revenge run. That's what that does.
I forgot this one of my favorite parts is he like catches him and like puts a gun. He's like, "Can I shoot him? Can I shoot?" And then Theo opens the door. It's like, you idiot! That's twice that's worked. Learn doors, bro. It's gonna keep happening. I warned you, bro.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know how to doors.
Doesn't
I
know
just-
how to doors.
I just love when the bad guys in this movie just get fucking annihilated. Like the part where they shoot Julianne Moore and fucking Theo just kicks the door open and the guy just flies off the bike and then it like gets hit by the car and shit. I was like, that's fucking rad. I love that. It was nice to watch them die.
There's some pretty good action in this movie, despite
Yeah.
not really being an action movie. Not
No.
necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shoots war better than some war movies do.
Mhm.
I was thinking about Saving Private Ryan when I was watching this, like a little bit, like because some of the stuff reminds me of that,
Yeah, when that tank rolled up, I was like, that's Saving Private Ryan right there.
and all the continuous shots, and you see like the shaky camera shit, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But of course, I'm gonna recommend this movie. I liked it when it first came out, and it's been a while since I saw this movie again, so it was nice to see again. Did you guys, Andy? Did you watch it on your new soundbar?
No, it just came in the mail today. So this
Oh,
this
okay.
would have been a good one to christen it with, but no, I hadn't got here yet.
Yeah.
You got to christen it with heat now.
I already saw that.
Damn.
Ah.
I watched them both. I'm not gonna have time today or tomorrow, so I had to get ahead of the game.
But what about you guys? You guys recommend?
I Take it or leave it. Yeah, of course, I'd recommend this. I don't know where this lands in my long favorite list of movies. Definitely top 100, maybe top 50.
Wow.
It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. Highly recommend.
What's more depressing, The Road or this?
I've never
I
seen
haven't
The Road.
watched. I've never seen The Road, but watching this, I don't always cry. I got choked up watching this, but it didn't.
I always
cry.
get choked up when they leave Michael Caine's house. That's
Mhm.
the time.
I get choked up with the scene with the soldiers. That's the scene. That's the one that got me this time. It was just like, oh, it's just such a powerful moment to take in. But like, I just moved on. Whatever. Like, it was fine. I have a feeling that I'm gonna run out of tissues watching The Road. I've heard it is horribly depressing to watch. Like,
Mhm.
it is. You got to be prepared for it. So, not that it takes much for me. I'm kind of a weenie when it comes to the emotional diarrhea.
I want to go out as Michael Caine in this movie. I want to be like, pull my finger.
And they shoot you, and you go, "Fuck you." And
Yeah.
shoot 'em again.
Oh my finger.
What's the point of this movie? What's it
Um,
about?
We need to be able to reproduce.
There's always hope, I guess. Never give
Yeah.
up.
I think this movie. I think this movie's about the conversation that Michael Caine has in the middle of the movie, and it's to tell you the origin of how Theo's son died. Like, you learn, he and Julianne were together and had a son. There's something happened. Now they're not together. They're not seeing each other in 20 years, and of course all the stuff in the world happened. But that philosophical story he gives about the world is just a constant battle or chaos of faith and chance, and one wins out over the other at times. I feel like it was to highlight that, with all the chance and chaos in the world, you can still have faith in something. And again, I think it's a beautiful message.
I think that's what it is. Sure.
Yeah, I think that's where the message is, and then you're also gonna have people that gonna be like, activism is cool or something, and I'm like, is it?
I wondered
Maybe.
if that wouldn't be what Dubs, you specifically would say about what the movie says about activism.
I fucking hate
and,
Activision.
Yeah, no kidding. But about activism and fascism and authority and stuff like that.
It was there, but it wasn't like the message.
Wasn't beating you over the head with it either.
Yeah.
But it's just part of it. It's just it's interwoven into all the other themes and narratives.
I mean, yeah, we're not nearly on the trajectory in the real world as this movie is, but there are definitely things in this movie that are like scary parallels to some of the things that do exist in our current climate.
Sure.
And
I mean, there's been xenophobia and all this other stuff since there have been nations.
Yeah, I mean, people were getting put in
Like,
lots
you
of
heard about
cages
these
lately.
guys, the Goths coming into town? I don't like them at all. We have got to keep them out of Italy.
That's right.
My Waltism just activated. My goodness.
You gotta build a wall.
Walls. No gates, walls.
Andy, what about you? Like, what is your thought in this movie? Are you agreeing with us with the hope and stuff, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I've always kind of thought that, but this most recent viewing, I wondered if it wasn't about how you have to be a little more proactive in the world. I don't know. It's hard to elaborate on more than that, but I did kind of, because Theo talks about how he's like out of politics now. He doesn't care or whatever. But all the people that are important in his life, Michael Caine, Julianne Moore, they're all still quite political. And the movie, forces him to start being influenced by these things and then influencing them himself. And I don't know. It's just, for some reason, I meditated a lot on that watching the movie this time.
I mean, when you have something to fight for, I mean, that's thing.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Is he said, I'm not doing this anymore, and then the world said, you'd better do this or that's it. So that's what I was thinking about.
I also think this movie tells humans you have to reproduce because this could happen also. where just out of nowhere babies just don't come out anymore, or babies die.
I mean, I don't know that that's as important. I mean, unless you're in Japan, I don't think that's.
I think if we're looking for the lesson of reproduction, it's Idiocracy is the better analogy.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's what Idiocracy is about. That's the movie pairing for you. Children of Men and Idiocracy, and then you say, "Okay, you must choose."
My belly's jiggling.
They got him. You popped him.
That's it. It's one or the other. What's it gonna be, mankind?
And getting some color, we had Chaz fucking puke laugh, and now he has belly jiggle.
Oh god, I got 10 pounds of regret right now. I don't even want to talk about it on air. It's just it's a whole thing.
Belly laugh.
But yeah. Anyway, this movie. Of all the things we told the AI, thought provoking. That one was mine. Nailed it on this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about it being a buddy movie.
Yeah,
it is epic. It's epic. It's thought provoking. What was the other one? What am I missing?
A vibe.
A vibe. It is. Well, I wouldn't say it's a positive one, but there is a vibe that this movie has. Mm. It is dirty and wet. Well, Britain. So yeah.
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 It's a posh vibe.
Posh.
Yeah, this movie's cool. Dubs, you already spoiled it a little bit, but next week we're gonna watch Heat. Michael Mann's big movie, the crime movie. Anyone who's played Grand Theft Auto but never seen Heat, prepare to get some deja vu.
Like, oh shit, what?
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about Heat though. The movie fucking rules.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have host credits scene. I do that every week. What we've been doing, watching, playing, etc. I'm gonna go first because mine's really easy. I've been busy this week, but in between I've watched a little bit of Summer Games Done Quick. It's been cool, and I've watched a little bit of the Goodwood Festival Speed. It's been cool, but that's it. It's just live streamy stuff I'm catching a little bit of. They're both always fun. They're both free to watch. I like watching them. I don't think I've played any video games all week. Nothing's coming to mind. I've played nothing at all. And I started a movie, but I have not finished it. Maybe I will have finished it by the next time we record our next episode.
Let me
Zach,
go next.
Zach, you go first before you drop again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't get to go last time because I had to leave. My internet didn't die. I just had to leave. But been watching some more Star Trek. Not much else to say about it. Still enjoying it. Watched F1. I didn't get to comment on that last time. Silverstone race.
I mentioned all those things.
P3, yes, it was great. It was wonderful because I liked him ever since I've learned about him. I was like, oh, that guy's cool. I like him.
Yeah,
everybody else
he's a likable guy too.
People, it's been a week. A week's gone by, and people are still talking about it online. And I don't just mean people on like forums and shit. I mean, like
there's even been like huge news, like Christian Horner getting fired, and people are still like, "Yeah, that Hulkenberg podium, though." Yeah,
pretty much. Like it's great, but and yeah, there's other big news, but I still think that's great. I beat Fire Emblem Engage on Switch a little over a week.
Whoa,
nice.
I didn't get to talk about it last time. I've been playing it for a while, and I stopped talking about it because in these long games, you just get to a point where it's like, what's the point of bringing it up?
What could the update be? I played it more and fought more guys.
Pretty much. Bottom line with this one is I haven't played this whole series yet. I've played maybe more than half the games now, but this one might be my least favorite one for a few different reasons.
I've heard several people say that. I guess they messed with the game mechanics a little bit too much or something.
Somewhat. Like, it kind of depends. Like who you're talking to, like what they think about it, I think. Because I think the game mechanics in this one are more interesting, like with the battles and stuff. Because now, like, the gimmick in this one is this is a fan service game. And I don't mean the pervy way.
I mean TNA.
There's probably one out there somewhere, but like it's basically a mashup of there's a cast of characters in this world, but they can summon the protagonists from previous Fire Emblem games to help them. And and they power them up basically when they summon them. So they're able to turn Super Saiyan for like 3 or 4 turns, with the help of an OG Fire Emblem character. And this kind of changes combat somewhat, like what some people can and can't do, like quite a bit. Like some people can straight up just blast people with big magic and create like a barrier that's impassable on the map for like 2 turns or something. Some people can traverse the entire map if they have the right guy on them. Like they just have that much movement.
Jeez.
It's crazy. It's pretty fun because you can mix it all up with like different characters and come up with different combinations of stuff. That's interesting. But then there's like a bunch of stuff in this game that's not interesting, or it feels like kind of half-baked. The biggest thing to me, though, is like a lot of the character designs in this game are just kind of like really hit or miss. Some of these characters, I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What is this person supposed to be? And then, like, in a Fire Emblem game, it's just kind of odd. Like, there's just certain aesthetics that don't match, like, with what you're used to in this series. But the biggest thing, though, is probably the story. This feels like the weakest story out of any of them I've played.
That's a big criticism I've heard about it, too.
And I know, like, if you've ever played any of these games, if you haven't played these games, Fire Emblem stories aren't, like, super deep or something. It's not like Final Fantasy Tactics or, like, Tactics Ogre or whatever. It's mostly, like, anime party fights an evil bad guy. There's, like, a fucking evil king, or there's, like, a demon that takes somebody over and makes them evil, or there's a dragon. And you save the world. You and your anime friends save the world. That's usually what a Fire Emblem story is. It's not been to like these more recent, like Three Houses and Awakening. Those are like the ones that I think have the most nuanced, kind of interesting story to them. But they decided to stop trying with that, I guess, and just made like a really lame one.
Maybe the next one will be more deep.
I hope so. I don't hate it or anything. Like it's still a pretty good game, but like to me, I think honestly, with all these different Fire Emblem characters showing up, they kind of made me want to play those games more. It's like what I was thinking. It's like, oh man, I haven't played the GameCube one, the fucking Path of Radiance. I need to play that one.
Is that one next?
I don't know. I gotta figure out where I'm going to go next. I have to go backwards regardless. But it's still a decent game. I'd recommend it, I guess, if you're a big fan. Just don't expect it to be like amazing or anything when you play it. And that's all I'm going to talk. The F1 movie. We can talk about that. I didn't get to talk about that either. It was really good. Probably one of the best motorsports movies there is to date.
Oh, too bad it wasn't around when we did motorsports movies.
Did you see coming attractions? Was Odyssey there? The Christopher Nolan Odyssey movie.
I don't remember seeing a trailer for it.
No, there wasn't a trailer for that when we watched it.
Oh, it's probably gonna be at the Superman movie. Never mind.
That's out now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go see it at some point. That's different.
I hear it's really good or bad or probably okay.
Yeah,
according to you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, the F1 movie was really cool. The story was good. Brad Pitt was awesome. The guy who was like his teammate was also awesome in a different way. He was a good actor.
Did you see that he was the one who waved the checkered flag at Silverstone? That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Those guys, if they, I think Brad Pitt really does like auto racing. But if that dude's like a fan, like he had to be like having time of his life. I get to wave the flag at Silverstone. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
But yeah, check it out. Check out the F1 movie if you have not seen it.
It is a good, fun time.
Is it on Apple TV?
It will be eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's everything I want to talk about now because we're going to do another episode later.
Whoa! Yeah. Who wants to go next? You guys.
I'll just quickly say it. I watched Max Landis's Superman thing that he usually does.
It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I'm still going through it, but I watched all his other ones, and I was like, "That's a cool Superman." I wish that was in movie format, but unfortunately, everybody hates Max Landis, so
that's true.
Yeah, that will never happen. Yep, that's all I did. Oh, and I played Mario Strikers on the GameCube thing on Switch too.
Oh yeah, I saw that came out. I hadn't tried it yet.
Yeah, cool. It's
Oh, you know,
fun
I
as
loaded
fuck.
it up specifically because I was like, oh, I'm going to try Mario Strikers. And I was like, oh, wait, Soul Calibur 2 is on here. And then I played Soul Calibur 2 for
Oh
like
shit!
I played
an
that
hour.
too. I played that too. I did Link's arcade mode, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Chaz, you're up. You're the last one.
Yeah. So only got one TCG thing. Played more Riftbound and hoping to get the content out. We recorded some games earlier in the week, which is cool. So the game is fun. It is really complicated, which I like. I like the new, like, not complicated like you
Crunchy.
shouldn't play it. It's it's crunchy. There's layering and again, it's one of those things that made me fall in love. I'm a dork for the layers and how things work exactly. It's what helped me fall in love with playing Magic. Like, everyone kind of like, oh, I can look at big titty vampire goth chick and planeswalkers are cool and all. It's like, now I'm like, oh, look at this rules page. Look at this book of rules that I get to learn. Yeah,
To be
so
fair,
I'm one of
big
those
titty
weirdos.
vampire goth chicks are pretty cool though.
But they are. It was icing on the cake. Yeah. I but yeah, I've played in the other card games. I have on Sunday I have a bunch of stuff coming up, Pokemon related, but never mind. We'll hear about that. Um, I played some Mario Kart World, just goofing off on it. Did some more races. Played some more Expedition 33. Trying to think of what you said earlier. I played it a little more. I fought a couple guys. So yeah, I did that.
That's
To
how it
circle
goes.
back. Yeah, but the game's still really fun. I'm enjoying it. Um, I actually played, because the Riftbound thing came up. A buddy was like, "Hey, do you want to play a couple games of League of Legends?" And we played like 4 or 5 games, and um, it was fun overall. Like, I lost more than I won because, in classic fashion, a teammate decides to disconnect right at the start of the game, and you're immediately down,
Oh shit!
or someone loses, like, they lose the first 3 battles and die a bunch and feed the other person, and then now they're like, I'm done with this, and then they quit. What are you gonna do? We only had one game
Jeez.
where, like, he and I, like, paired together in a lane, truly lost, like, we just got smoked. But every other game, like, we had a chance, and I had one game where I just totally wrecked the team by myself and snowballed, so I was happy about that. But none of it was ranked; it was all just quick play. So
Good job.
yeah.
Okay.
And my last thing I want to bring
Yes.
up, I have watched the first 4 episodes of Righteous Gemstones. Holy shit, how did I not
Yeah,
know
let's
about
go.
this? Dude, this show's so good so far. Oh man, I have, like, the belly laughing's been strong today. I started it today and just did not look back. I'm like, today was very slow in clinic, and honestly, tomorrow is going to probably be the same. And I'm so looking forward to just burning through as much of that show as I possibly can.
Go do it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I did also watch the Summer Games Done Quick stuff, which you've
Oh.
recommended to me, and went down a little bit of a rabbit hole watching a couple of the other guys that speedrun, like, Castlevania games specifically. So watching, like, Dragon Blitz and stuff. Yeah, really interesting to just see some of the crazy things these guys figure out with glitches. Like that specific Order of... Did you watch the Order of Ecclesia one?
I watched it for, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I had to do something.
Oh god, go back and watch it, because okay, basically that video is, he does something really broken in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He proceeds to just, like, go. I have to do
Kick
all
the
these,
game's
like,
butt.
sequences thing, but he gets to the nuttiest thing happens in the last 5 minutes. It goes from, like, it's already going like 100, and then he goes to 1,000. It's kind of nuts what he does. So
That's
I'd
speed.
highly
I
recommend
love
go
it.
watch
I've been
it.
watching GDQs for years, and every year it's like, oh, I've seen it all, but you've never seen it all. People break games just so elaborately, and they're always like, well, we had to use a computer to figure out that on this button press, if you hold the analog stick not all the way but just some of the way, then you'll clip into this specific sector. But if the data is loaded from this specific block, then guess what, everything explodes. Like, it's ridiculous.
So that more or less is what he does with this game. He's like, you have to do this thing. It's like pixel perfect and move it and do it here, and then do a frame check. You got to be perfect too. And if
Data
you do it,
manipulation.
Yeah, but if you do it correctly, the game forgets what your stats are and says, you know what? Why don't you have 10 times speed? And then you can just literally just jump and skip 3 screens. It's fucking stupid. Like,
I love that
shit.
shit. All the old games, like Pokemon's like this, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Your number would max out at 255 because it's just the way stupid computer language works. If you go over 255, it loops back to 0. So in Pokemon Red and Blue, it's possible to accidentally give your Pokemon 0 and something. Like, it's just dumb, stupid little number stuff like that I've learned.
Well, that makes me think of that joke. A genie gives you 3 wishes, and you use the first 2 wishes, and then your last wish, you wish for your number of wishes to be 0. And then it resets and you have 255 wishes, and then the genie looks confused. It's really funny. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
It's still going on. If you're watching this live, go watch Summer Games Done Quick. It's a good time. And also, you can watch us here. Well, I was going to say every week, but I guess we're going to be on a break soon. We're going to have some other programming for you. So it's, still stick around. We're going to have some game stuff. And actually, whatever, we'll discuss it off the show. But we may have some other stuff for you, too, it looks like. And listen to us on iTunes. Oh, yeah, getting some colors not going to stop, is it? You guys are still doing it?
Yeah, we're still doing it.
All right, well, wrestling sucks, but they make it entertaining. So go watch that. And then, of course, you can listen to us on iTunes and Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all the stuff. And like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us how you'd improve the show, and we'll tell you why we're not going to do that, because we think we have a pretty good show. So there you go. Thanks a lot. Thanks for listening. Listen some more.
Yep. And remember, Heat and season finale next week, and final ranking. All right. Woo.